Hi, and welcome to another Top 5 Wednesday, and this week's topic is top 5 books you've read so far. And so the first two books are books that I don't own. No, one is an ebook, so I own it, and the other was a library book. But yes, so the first one is Making Faces by Amy Harmon. That book, destroyed me emotionally. I cried for 150 pages of it. It was beautiful and amazing, and it was great. It's a new adult novel, but I think that's kind of a misrepresentation of what it is. It's about a guy who's has everything, and then he goes off to war, and I think it's with 4 of his friends, and his 4 friends die, and he's disfigured, and he comes home and he connects with this girl that he sort of knew in high school, and she was kind of ugly, I guess, in high school, and she's just matured a little bit, and it's all about perception, and there is a romance, but the romance is not the biggest plot in the story. It's a beautiful novel. It's beautiful. Read it. The other book is If I Stay by Gail Forman. I thought that was amazing. I'm so excited for the movie to come out. If you don't know, If I Stay is about a girl who she gets in a car accident, and her parents and her brother are killed, and she's just barely holding on, and the book is about her deciding if she's going to go or if she's going to stay and deal with what that means, having lost her whole family and being an orphan and everything. And this is another one that made me cry. Actually, all of these books made me cry. It was beautiful. I couldn't put it down. It made me really think about things. It was written in a different way. It was great. Okay, on to the books I own. So the first one is going to be, or this is the third book, but the first set I own is The Program by Suzanne Young, which I read early in the year, February-ish, I think, and I absolutely adored this book. It's really psychological and intense. It's about a future where suicide is skyrocketing in teenagers, and it's told from the girl Sloane's POV, and it's her struggle with depression and suicidal thoughts, and she gets put in this government program called The Program, which is trying to battle the depression and suicide in teenagers to prevent them from killing themselves. I just really connected with Sloane, and I understood her thought processes, and I loved going with her, and it was kind of a unique story to me. I can't explain why, because I feel those are spoilers, but I just absolutely adored this book. There's Easy by Tamara Weber, and I honestly was not expecting to love this book as much as I did. I could not stop thinking about it for a week or two after I read it. It's just fantastic. I feel it's kind of a commentary on our time. I think I read it at a good time in news and society, what's been going on for the last couple months. And I really liked Lucas. He's amazing, and I really like Jacqueline as well. I find her to be an interesting character. And while this book deals with a lot of heavy, intense topics in both of their lives, I think it handles it well. I never felt I was reading it and was oh my gosh, I want to slip my wrist reading this, I'm so depressed. And I just, Tamara Weber did an amazing job. And then the last one, and my favorite book of the year so far, hands down, is Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. And this book just, oh my gosh, I hate this book and I love this book. This book makes you feel things that you don't want to feel, and you get angry for feeling them, and you hate the characters, and you love the characters, and you hate Colleen Hoover. I just, she should not be allowed to live with what she can make people feel. I just, who is she, and where did she come from? I think I said that in my wrap-up for last month too. This is about a girl named Sydney, and she finds out that her boyfriend is cheating on with her best friend, and so she moves in with one of her neighbors, Ridge, who's a musician, and it's about their growing relationship and about Sydney's personal growth. and there's a soundtrack with it, which is also amazing. It's probably like my most played like set of songs on my iTunes, and I've only owned it for a few months, which is ridiculous. But this book is just like, I keep wanting to pick it up and reread it, and then I'm like, no, there are too many books in the world. Stop. So those are my top 5 books I've read so far this year. If you want to check out any other top 5 Wednesday videos, there's a link in the description to all of the other participants. And thanks for watching. Bye!